Tensura. Rimuru is a Girl by Timothy_the_14 Chapter 17. Rimuru vs. Milim. I hope I still have time. My wings flap faster, shooting through the sky like a meteor. A straight line of blue-silver streaks across the sky. I have reached the border of Eurozania, where a strong tremor and explosions can be heard. As I arrive at the kingdom, many houses are destroyed, with the land showing signs of explosions. I look up to see Carrion, covered in blood. A massive energy is concentrated in one direction. I turn to look in the opposite direction from Carrion. It's Milim, who is consolidating all her mana in her mouth. Seeing how dangerous this is, I immediately dash toward Carrion. Dragon Nova. The roar is deafening. A huge light with a force exceeding nuclear levels shoots toward me. The houses below are obliterated, creating a massive straight line. I don't know if this will work or not, but devour it all, Beelzebub. A huge black circle forms in front of me, devouring all of Milim's attack with great effort. Carrion looks at me in disbelief. It's an attack he can't withstand. What is this? Why am I feeling pain? Less than report. Magical consumption level exceeds limits. Soul transfer will commence. Greater than. Raphael Sensei's voice is very clear in my head. Raphael creates another clone for me and transfers my soul into it. And my previous body is shattered due to Milim's attack, which was too powerful to be absorbed. Yikes. Are all demon lords this strong? It can't be, can it? Even I had to transfer my own soul. Otherwise, I might really die. But thanks to that, I managed to stop Milim's attack. Then, a figure flies behind the exhausted Carrion. I quickly dash and grab their hand, surprising them with my sudden appearance. Milim's eyes widen when she sees me here. Wait, isn't she under control? I quickly grab the hand of the harpy woman and throw her behind. Still, I don't sense any hostile intent from her. Is she trying to save Carrion? Carrion, are you okay? His breath is heavy, and he glances at me with great exhaustion. Thank you for coming, Rimuru. But Milim is a very troublesome opponent. You handle what's behind, I'll deal with Milim. We switch places. I see Milim's eyes go blank again. Raphael Sensei, try to detect if there is anything controlling her. Less than initiating process greater than all right, for now, I just need to buy time for Raphael Sensei. Milim, can you hear me? There's no answer, just silence. Carrion is struggling with the harpy woman, and since he's exhausted, I need to quickly handle things with Milim. Not going to talk, huh? I glare at her sharply. She still looks at me blankly. That damn Clayman. I will never forgive him. Milim's physical strength is almost on par with Veldora, so as much as possible. I need to avoid physical contact with her. Ranged attacks are the best option. Milim's appearance now is very different from before. She wears pitch black armor covering her body, with sharp horns on her forehead, and a jet black sword that I can guess is very sharp. Her appearance is so damn cool. She looks like a different person. Not like the reckless child who would cry if her honey was taken away. She looks much more intimidating. I keep staring at her sharply. I can't act recklessly when facing Milim. Even in training with her, I never won using physical strength. Though my magic is very strong, it won't have much effect on Milim. For some reason, I think I see her smiling slightly. But I ignore it, because she's swinging her sword. A straight line shoots toward me quickly. I spin upward to avoid it. But the next attack comes. Milim darts right in front of my face. I dive sharply and spread my wings to fly far behind her. Black thunder. A loud thunderous roar emerges from behind bright clouds. The lightning strikes directly at Milim. It hits her squarely, creating a huge explosion, and my hair flies wildly. My hand is slightly raised to protect my face. I still watch the spot where Milim was with a sharp gaze. As the smoke clears, revealing Milim unscathed by the attack. Of course, I expected that. So my guard doesn't slacken in the slightest. I continue to watch her intently. She quickly darts back toward me, but I immediately run to escape her pursuit. Raphael Sensei, is it done yet? I shout in panic in my head while looking at Milim still faithfully chasing me from behind. Ooh-ah. Mama, help me. Less than control influence not detected. Greater than. What? Milam is right behind me and ready to slash again. I quickly perform an aerial turn upward, placing Milam below me now. Then I launch a black fire attack at her. It creates a massive explosion. This is my chance to run. But Milam is already back on my tail, emerging from the black fire with a grin on her face. Wait, she's smiling. She can't be enjoying my expression, can she? Eek. The attack comes again, and I quickly fly away from it. Milam is still slashing with her sword, though not hitting me directly, but I still feel the impact. So my high-level regeneration skill is always active to heal it. Milam, if you don't stop now. No, what should I threaten her with? I hope this works. I will never give you honey again for the rest of your life. Hooah. I really want to cry. Will such a threat work on her? But she stops. I stop staring at Milam, somewhat surprised by what she's doing. Did it really work? But only one word comes from her mouth, and she looks at me with veins popping on her forehead. Ha. Eek kkk. Is she angry? This is not good. This is really not good. Run. I have to get out of here. I see Carrion's fight is over, and Frey carries him on his back. I can be sure he's a friend. Maybe. Milam is still chasing me quickly from behind, slashing me with consecutive attacks. Eek kkk. Scary, 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 scary. She's truly terrifying now. I swear I will never make Milam angry. No Milam, if you do that, I'll really die. As she's about to attack me again, she's already behind me. My magical energy is almost depleted. Therefore, this is just a suggestion from Raphael-sensei. I immediately stop and dash toward her quickly. Milam reacts too late, and she dashes a few centimeters away from almost touching me. Since Milam always expends her energy, I steal it, turning the wasted energy into my own. Milam seems to know about my ability. Attacking me with magical energy will only benefit me. And the Dragon Nova energy she used is wasted. The absorbed Dragon Nova energy is too much, so it is wasted without me even using it. She darts back without using her sword. The fight will only last longer if she keeps expending such massive energy, because I will keep consuming it. But if I don't get close to her, I won't be able to take her energy. She quickly dashes back to strike again. She's faster than before, but luckily, I can avoid the punch, though I get thrown quite a distance, crashing into the trees behind. Milam attacks me again from above like a meteor. I leap sideways to avoid the punch, and sure enough, a huge explosion occurs where Milam lands. She then rises slowly and looks at me again, but now I can see her small lips are smiling at me. Milam has disappeared again, undetectable by my universal detection. My head swivels around trying to find Milam. My eyes widen. Milam is right in front of me, launching an attack. I quickly step forward and slightly sideways to avoid her punch, but it's useless. The impact is still quite severe. My body regenerates again. This is not good. Milam has also controlled her magical energy, so I can't absorb it again. I'm really cornered now. I take a few steps back to keep my distance from Milam. Milam knows that I have many ranged attacks, so she quickly dashes to close the distance. Before I can react, she's back in front of me. My high-level regeneration is always active. It heals every damaged part of my body. My magical energy is also nearly depleted. Clack. As she attempts to attack me, her foot slips on a rock, causing her to lose her balance. Less than sensing to greater than he. This is my chance. Not wanting to waste it, I quickly dash toward her. It's just a damn trick. Why did I fall for it so stupidly? As I try to retreat, she has already grabbed my hand tightly with a smile on her face. Eek kkk. Milam, let me go. My body is immediately slammed to the ground, shattering the earth beneath me into pieces. The shockwave is immense. Trees are even thrown around due to the immense wind opposing them. Damn. My legs twist and lock around Milam's neck, then I throw her backward. But suddenly, my legs stop at her neck. She still looks at me with a smile. Meanwhile, I stare back at her with a hardened expression. What kind of physical strength is that? My hand is still held by her, and my legs are still wrapped around Milam's neck. She immediately flies very high, carrying me in a panic-stricken state. Milam, where are you taking me? I still try to free my hand from her grip. But it's unsuccessful. After flying quite far from the ground, she quickly dives like a meteor about to hit the earth. The pressure makes my mouth open wide. A straight line can be clearly seen piercing the ground rapidly. The distance is several dozen meters from the ground. Activate many absolute barriers, strengthen them. Less than understood, greater than boom, a huge explosion occurs, creating a sizable crater. Trees are flying around chaotically due to our battle. No. This can't be called a battle, it's just bullying. Damn. Thanks to the absolute barrier still faithfully protecting me, I'm not too affected. Until Milam is about to punch me right in the face. It stops just before hitting my forehead. She gazes at the sky for a while, then quickly leaves. Wait. Where is she going? But I can no longer see her. She's very fast. Even though my magical energy is almost depleted, I need to check on Carrion now. Raphael-sensei. Where did Oni-san take Carrion? Less than it's at a very high mountain in your direction, greater than. I quickly head in that direction. But, does Oni-san really intend to kill him? Raphael-sensei, what do you think? Less than safety of the individual named Carrion is 100% assured, greater than. I see. So, should I follow her? Out of curiosity, I silently dash toward the mountain. The mountain is so high it seems to pierce the clouds. And many guards with bird legs and wings on their bodies. Of course, they're all harpy race. I sharpen my vision and see Carrion lying on a bed, with wounds already treated. And Oni-san is sitting beside him, and they seem to be chatting. Since I now know the coordinates to head to, I teleport behind Oni-san, causing Carrion to look shocked. As Oni-san turns around, I cover her mouth with my katana right at her neck. Are you okay, Carrion? Carrion still can't answer, only looking at me and then back at Oni-san. I'm fine, but Rimuru, you can let her go, she's not an enemy. Oni-san nods slightly at Carrion's words, and I slowly release her mouth and sheathe my katana at my waist. Highs, I was surprised. What exactly happened? I ask while glancing between Oni-san and Carrion. I also don't understand what Frey did. He replies, shrugging. I thought she was going to kill me, but she saved me. I look at Oni-san confused, but before I can ask, she questions first. Are you the Rimuru that Milam mentioned back then? She looks at me with curiosity, then I introduce myself. Nice to meet you. I am the leader of the monster country, Rimuru Tempest. She nods with a smile. I'm Frey, you can just call me Frey. Thank you. More importantly, what's happening now? Is Milam really being controlled? I'm not quite sure that Milam can be controlled by Clayman. It seems she managed to trick him, replies Oni-san calmly. Oh. It turns out that kid is a great actor. She would have been chosen first if we were applying for actresses. No, what am I thinking? This is a serious matter. So, what will we do from now on? Carrion asks. I intend to become a demon lord. They all look at me seriously. You do deserve that title. I even saw you fighting with Milam for quite a while. Well, Frey, don't talk like that, it wasn't a fight, it was just running away. That's right, I even got many wounds from just a few attacks from her, but I don't see any injuries on your body. Kya. Pervert, you're staring at my body, hentai. No, of course, I won't react like that. I stare at him and say, did you forget that I'm a slime? He's a bit surprised and then nods, why did I forget that? Highs. Then Frey stands up. For some reason, I feel very annoyed seeing her. Why am I annoyed? Am I annoyed for losing to Milam or seeing Oni-san's sexy body? Haha, of course, I'm annoyed for losing to Milam. There's no way I'm envious of another woman's body, right, Raphael-sensei? Less than. Greater than hey, answer me. Less than why yes, greater than right, hee. What's wrong, Rimuru? I'm slightly startled by Frey's call. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about how I can be recognized as a demon lord. She then nods and thinks, how about joining Walpurgis? Clayman will hold Walpurgis in a few weeks. But, who will approve of you joining, as you need to get Guy's decision first? Guy. Frey looks at Carrion and sighs. That's right, we're not very familiar with him. Do you know Ramirez? Frey and Carrion nod. We know her, she's the first-generation demon lord along with Milam and Guy. Why do you ask? First generation. I didn't know Ramirez was truly a great demon lord. If so, it's decided. Alright, I'll head back for now. I'll join Walpurgis in my own way, so goodbye. A teleportation circle then appears beneath me, and Frey and Carrion disappear. Alright, for now, I need to head to Ramirez's place first. Then my attention is drawn back to a large, rusted door surrounded by tall, large trees. Hua Rimuru, you finally came to visit me again. It seems she sensed my arrival, and she immediately flies and hugs my cheek. Ramirez, there's something I need to talk about.